And we are back with a very special Between the Cheeks with No Between.
Nothing in between today.
Update cast. Just a little hangout, talk session, talk about the future of the podcast, and the direction we're going to go.
Yeah. So the last episode we posted was the Psytrance episode. That was kind of the beginning of this new kind of era or time for the Between the Cheeks podcast. Basically, we like interviewing the artists and the people of the scene here, and we want to continue to do that. We also noticed that there's kind of more to do than just ask them about themselves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, you go.
And going forward, we want to like kind of bring these people back and like actually ask them about the music they make and the music they like and what that music kind of is. And like for people that might be kind of in one kind of music genre that they like but don't really know what the other music's about or where to start or what is kind of like the things to listen to. We're going to start bringing people you already know back in and talking to them about these things to kind of broaden everyone's understanding.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect way to put it, especially for newcomers in like the electronic music scene. Like the scene is very welcoming, but it's almost like intimidating in the amount of different things there are. But like having like, I've heard of this genre before, but I've never gotten into it. Having people talk about it and then give like suggestions for newcomers and how to get into something like that and how to bridge the gap between the people that love the music and know everything versus the people that don't know anything about it.
It's like basically breaking down the meta. Like if you look at like a video game, it's like you're breaking down the meta of what to look for and what you're thinking about when you're doing this, more so than just going in. But yeah, it's interesting. It'll be fun. And so that's going to be us going forward. We're going to do that as well as we're going to keep doing the interviews when we can. But this would also be a good way to bring back familiar faces of people we like to talk to and stuff like that.
Right.
It'll be fun.
And also not just interview them twice.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's your life again? Please tell the camera.
It's also people don't like talking about themselves. Sometimes it's easier to talk about, like I can talk about Psytrance forever, but I can't talk about myself for an hour and a half, you know?
Same. I remember that graduation cast when you and Stormy were asking me questions, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
get
me.
stuck. Yeah. That's what we're going to do going forward. We also want to do other stuff, maybe not just music. We can also talk about like other things, like maybe like philosophical or mind kind of stuff, or just the world in large, you know. The world's getting weird.
It is getting weird.
Like 2020 was like bad. 2021 seems to just be like weird. Like it's still bad, but it's like just the random like weird shit going on, and it's like it's weird. Like how do you move forward from 2020? And it's just like everything's just wild.
Yeah, it's just very strange. Like it's like a step out of the weird like or the bad zone, but it's also like where do I step? Like which way do I go?
What's going on? It's like things are starting to open up. People are crazy about like being locked in all day and every day. So getting back into things is just it's strange.
I'm so excited for festival season, and it to actually.
It's gonna be like a fall festival season, which is gonna be nice. More outfits because you get layers. You can do way more outfits in the fall than in the spring.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. Summer festivals, you have to
you just wear no shirt or a tank top and like shorts.
Yeah.
Like anything you wear more than that is just too much. But like in the fall, you can wear like a fucking cape and a gown and like cool fucking layers.
And you're cozy.
Yep. Getting warmed up is better than getting cooled down. I would always say.
I'd say so.
I've saved people's lives at festivals. Chris Parker was sitting in the sun just getting heat stroke, passed out, and I came over and just like, bud, you're gonna die. So I poured I got like a ice cold washcloth full of ice, put it on his head, just made him drink water and sit in the shade. He's like, you saved my life, Paul. I'm like,
yeah, you probably did. Dude, I remember there was one picture of Chris Parker doing exactly that in the sun at a like Hullabaloo or Love Fest. And he's leaning back, and people just started stacking things on his forehead. And it got like 2 feet up. And there's just a beautiful picture of that.
No one's caring that he's literally dying.
Yep, they're just like, let's stack.
Let's have some fun with this.
Well, cheers to a new era, a growth of the Between the Cheeks. And we're on the network now, too, which is really, really cool. Shout out to Lucian. Shout out to Synergy Nation. They're amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. hopefully we can get more of them on to our show as well. Maybe make our way onto theirs. Would be fun.
I think that'd be great. I really want to get Benito, the guy that runs Go RPGs, the D&D thing.
Yeah,
he'd be cool to get on.
Yeah.
Just because.
I love talking about storytelling.
Right?
And rattle off.
Dude,
storytelling episode.
Oh, that'd be good. Hey, ideas. We're branching out, and even something too. I've wanted to do more like commentary videos on like specific topics, and I feel like not necessarily it would be a podcast, but it'd be more like a video,
like watching something or us.
Us either watching something and commentating about it, or like us commentating just about something and having like images or graphics or things like that to like illustrate it. Like my COVID thing that I did, that was like 10 minutes long, where I just ranted about the weird state we're in with like COVID and also putting on shows and people having to live. Like it was interesting, but I like that. I like that style.
Yeah. What would you like want to do about? Like, what are some things
in the mind?
COVID was one for sure. I definitely, it's tough to think of on the spot, but like, things getting back to normal and what like we think
what normal is.
Yeah, what normal is, and also what will be accepted versus what won't be accepted. But I feel like now that the vaccine's out and people are getting it, like people are just kosher now.
Yeah, but that's the thing is we're still early into the vaccine where we're not really, we know people aren't going to get the vaccine, but it's still like we're still getting it out, so we don't have to think about that. But once we get to a point where the people that want to get the vaccine have it, there's going to be that like third of the pop that's still like, fuck you, I'm not getting the vaccine. And you're just like, okay, well, how do we deal with this? Because they're going to be like travel bans and stuff like that, and people are going to call it like fucking discrimination and shit, and they're going to be all up in arms about it. But I mean, it's just what it's going to be. It's going to be kind of scary.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it is going to be scary.
It's going to be fun.
It will be. But yeah, things like that are like, I don't know, just popular topics, or just videos commenting on, or just things that come up that are like worth commentating on, like whether it be events or videos or whatever,
culture in general.
Yeah, things that are trending in the now with the Zoomers.
Yeah, like the whole Bionicle versus Lego discrimination going on. No one knows about it that's outside the Bionicle sphere, but basically Lego's doing this 90th anniversary like set, and they had like a poll where all the Lego fanatics can vote on what the set would be. Would it be like space or castle or pirate theme? But Bionicle got on there as a theme. But a lot of the larger Lego sects don't think Bionicle is Lego because it's not bricks. And so like, but the Bionicle niche, the people that love Bionicle were like, fuck yeah, let's vote for this. So for the first round, they won with flying colors versus everyone else. And so they went into the second round, and the entire Lego community was like, why are they even here? Bionicle is not Lego. And I'm like, we saved Lego from bankruptcy back in 2002. Like,
yeah,
it's really funny.
Dude, I love Bionicle. Yeah, I remember specifically the All American Rejects song.
Their commercials were fucking amazing.
Oh my God,
they had them. They had Linkin Park. They had some fucking brutal songs of like your angsty teen songs back from like early 2000s, and really fun animation. But like the lore, like the actual story of Bionicle is super deep, is super intricate, is super in depth, is super world building. Like, it's ridiculous. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
But if you were into it, you're like, holy shit, this is like a really good story.
Dude, we should have a Bionicle cast.
I would do it.
Dude, that would be amazing. If we can find someone else, I don't know, but like we can.
That's the challenge.
Yeah.
You're out there and you like Bionicle.
Please.
Come on.
Hit us up. Yeah, we would love it.
We'll talk about it all night. I'll bring some of my Bionicles out.
I will watch all of the movies and read all of the lore to be a part of it.
We could do a watch along with the first movie.
That'd be fun. That'd be so fun. I love the animation they used. I like it. I love Bionicles. I made
There's
so
nothing,
many.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel ashamed to like it.
No, nobody should. And that discrimination,
No, it's funny because like they're completely gatekeepy. It's like this is not Lego. Like it shouldn't represent us for 90 years. Like we saved you from being bankrupt. Like Lego was literally going out of business, and then launched this, and it took off. 2, it's very unique, but it still has that customizability and like my own creations or the mocks.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of those other themes has gotten representation since 2012. But Bionicle hasn't had like a new set in 10 years, so giving that to them would be like almost a revival, and allow them once to see like, oh, this is popular still. Let's redo this, you know.
We should get sponsored by Bionicle.
Oh my god, I would die.
Dude.
I would lose my mind.
Dude, if we gotta, we need to bring it back. They should make new sets. I don't know why they ever stopped, because
Well, I mean, I could go on a rant about that. Basically, they did like a second gen. So like Bionicle was doing good for like 10 years, and the people who like Bionicle grew up, and they wanted to like renew it for like the newer generation, and they kind of made the pieces simpler and less intricate. They made a whole new story that had none of the deep like lore and like coolness of the first ones. It was very kind of like new agey. A lot of the OG people were like, fuck that, and none of the younger generation really hooked onto it. So it kind of faded and then stopped from there. But I still I like the new designs. I don't care. Hate on me.
I thought they were cool. I thought they were cool. And also, anyone to hate on you for that, like, oh, you like the new designs?
Yeah, it's like the Pokemon like Gen 1ers who are like, Pokemon, if it's not like first, second, or third gen, it's bullshit. It's like, just felt fucking Pokemon. It was always dumb and lame and weird animal creation things. Like,
right. Like, even if there's a literal bag of trash that is a Pokemon, that there is.
Well, I mean, the first one had literally just muck. Just a pile of, like, mud.
Yeah.
Like, there was always shitty designs. There was just literally a rat. Rat-a-tat.
Yeah,
literally a rat. Like, there's always
Pidgeotto.
There's always going to be those shitty designs. There's always going to be those cool designs. And, like, that's just Pokemon. Like, that's kind of the center of it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Agreed.
Anything else you want to talk about before we end? Any other announcements or...
I wouldn't say so. Keep an eye out. The D&D podcast will be posted starting soon. We took a little break just due to some audio issues, but we are coming back in full swing. D&D podcasts every week. Podcasts every week for Between the Cheeks. Keep an eye out for our new stuff. And shout out to Synergy Nation Network for having us on. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and thank you to Anchor. So, if anything...
another one.
Do you want?
Let's do it. I won't say no, but...
This is a Moscow Mule kick.
Not a sponsor.
No, not a sponsor. Cheers. Thank you all. Anyone?
It's got like a balloon taste to it.
It does. It's latexy. It's like if you licked a balloon, and I mean, obviously, everybody.
If you've blown up a balloon, you've tasted the balloon.
Yeah. Shout out to Balloons. Shout out to Synergy Nation Network. Shout out to Anchor. Shout out to Paul for being an amazing co-host.
Zack.
I hope you guys have a great night and you enjoyed this mini little update cast. We will be out with new cool shit very soon. Thank you.
Keep it real.